Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. Hopefully that was at least educational. Jeez.
He's got a lot more content than I do.
Gosh, he has so much going. It's awesome, but they just demolished it. So much great work. Ugh. Okay, so let me pull up your reports and see what you got going on. We met you at the
Amana meeting.
Amana meeting, yeah, at CCOM. Fantastic. Thanks so much for visiting with us. Okay.
Okay. Everybody make it back? Is
Yes.
Matt, you back on?
Yep.
I am here.
Thank you so much for your patience. Boy, he had a lot going on.
Gosh, that was a lot. My head hurts.
It's always very interesting, though, when I tried to reach you to let you know we might be running a little bit late. I called your office, and then I looked on. I thought, oh, my gosh, he's already on. So thank you for being so patient with us.
Not a problem.
It's good information.
You have a good Thanksgiving?
Yes, I did. I ate too much.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I was so good. I had a shrimp cocktail and some broccoli. Isn't that disgusting? But that's okay. I came home and put my face in a big bowl of chili afterwards. So, oh,
my website is very rudimentary.
Okay, so
I am an electrician and plumber. I am not a website designer.
Easy enough. Well, this will be.
By the way,
quick.
I love your corner building. It is so awesome. The picture of that I saw, it is so
We
sweet.
actually bought
I love it.
This building actually was gutted by a fire back in 1980. And my father bought it in 86, and we redid this entire building.
It is gorgeous.
Very cool.
I remember we were going to try and head your direction before our next appointment, or when we were headed out, because I wanted to get photos of it. It looked so gorgeous.
You see that big arched doorway there on the right-hand side?
Uh-huh.
They had all that framed into just a square 36-inch door.
Oh, wow.
We ripped all that out, put all the original arches back in.
Okay, well, this is pretty simple. You guys just need a beauty.
Like I said, I pretty much threw it up there, and I am not a web designer by any means.
No, that's golden. Well, this is much easier. So I don't have to dive too far into this. You just need a new website and a lot of content.
The issue I am running into right now is manpower.
Is manpower?
I am trying to hire some guys.
Okay. Okay.
Right now I don't even have enough manpower to do the work I'm doing, but I want to get my online presence set so that when I do get the manpower, I can just pull the trigger and don't have to start from scratch.
Yeah, and one of the things we can do and need to make sure that's a priority when we're designing the site is that we make the website do some of the heavy lifting for you from an operations standpoint. So things that may be occupying your time right now, whether it's scheduling, managing customer questions, inbound leads and opportunities, and so forth, answering customers' questions, we can get the website to do much more of that work so you're not spending so many hours on logistics.
That would be nice.
Plus, we can put a employer page on his site, help wanted sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. We can optimize pages that are specifically for HVAC technicians, technician jobs in your city, state, AC installers, certified AC installers, certified air conditioning technicians, whatever those phrases are that are going to help you grab some quality people who are out there looking for jobs. We can use that as well.
And you'll get better candidates too. I mean, because they're the ones that know what words to be searching for instead of people just calling up going, hey, are you hiring? You know, I don't know. I used to work in car washes or something, but I want to come to work for your company kind of guys. So if you've got something on your website like that, as what Jennifer was speaking about, then it's going to be, I think, more qualified people coming to you, asking the right questions and not wasting your time as well. Does that make sense?
Basically, where I am at right now, okay, I'm in this business a little less than 2 years as far as owning it. And my father was a very pencil and paper type of guy. Okay. So I've bought it. I'm trying to bring it into the 21st century.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of money to kick out there right now. Of course, once I get these leads coming, I get more money coming in, I can spend more money. So basically, I need to know how you can help us make money.
Simple enough. Simple enough. So, and that's go ahead.
Right now, I probably got maybe a $300 a month budget right now.
Okay. All right. So,
which can only go up once I get more, coming in.
Do you have any accrual funds with Amana?
No.
Okay.
You have to sell $40,000 worth of equipment before you can even start getting funds.
Okay. All right. So we need to do this in phases. As far as upfront investment for the website, what I'd recommend doing is we conquer this in stages. And we've done this with many startups. It is most important, first and foremost, we need to get the website and content done. That's first. With the CRM system to help you manage leads and opportunities and customer communications. Then, when you're getting closer to, it's getting cold over there. It was snowing in Buffalo. What's the weather like now?
It's probably like 40 out right now.
Okay.
We don't have a lot of snow where I am.
Not yet. Okay. All right. So, we can do your website. We can put that on a payment plan so that it fits within your budget. You're not spending a ton of money up front.
Okay.
Get the website done. Get into your busy season where you've got enough business that you can slowly start adding pieces. So the list of pieces that you need to add is pretty significant. I mean, it's basically from a digital standpoint, you're starting at ground zero. So it's like having a checklist of 101 things. We're going to do 1, 2, and 3. And when you're at a point where you can add step 4, we add step 4. And we just keep slowly adding each piece as the business can sustain it. And you're comfortable in that. It's not long. I mean, it's not fast. There's no magic pill. Unless you had a big pay-per-click budget, driving leads it's going to take time. So, anybody that says they've got a magic pill and they can start making your phone ring right away, they're not telling the truth.
Well, right now, I don't need my phone to start ringing right away because I need to get guys in here. I don't have the manpower to take on any more work.
Okay.
I need to get manpower in here.
Perfect.
I just had 2 guys walk out on me, so.
I feel ya. Okay. So let me just make sure you guys own domain.com, registry, private. Okay, so we have a series of steps that need to be done. Let me just open this up and I'm going to make a list real quick. Okay, so
Matt, doing everything in steps and different phases like what Jennifer talks about is so much wiser because sometimes we'll have dealers come to us and they'll be on their 10th or 12th website because they've bought all these bundle deals, if you will, from like phone directories and all. And then it's just a nightmare because they've just got to start all over and all these promises are made and, oh, but it's in a bundle. Those really...
Up till about 18 months ago, after I bought the place, Don's Electric didn't have a digital footprint. Like I said,
referrals.
I'm clearing out paper documents from 1984 in the upstairs file room.
I love daddies.
We hear that a lot when people have.
The only good thing is I have a wood boiler, so I'm heating my house with all the old paperwork.
That's good. We hear this so much, though, from people that, fathers and sons, that for some reason it's passed down a lot, the businesses. And so, yeah, we hear this a lot. And then especially now, it's like, oh, my gosh, it's just all the paper. There's nothing digital. So it seems to be the norm, if you will, when people are passing the business on to their sons.
I mean, our QuickBooks goes back to 1999. But my father wouldn't give up the paper. So everything that's on QuickBooks is also upstairs in hard copy.
Gotcha. Jeez. I do have a really awesome contact that can take all that paper, scan it, and OCR it, meaning that you can search for all the content. You can search.
But the whole thing is, it's already in the computer, though. It's in QuickBooks.
Okay, so you're good. You don't need the.
Yeah, he didn't trust computers, and and the first thing I did was put in a network with a RAID 1, so I have 2 hard drives with the exact same content. Plus, I back up my QuickBooks on a flash drive and put it in the computer. I'm not in the computer, in the safe.
Okay.
So I actually have three digital copies of everything here.
Okay.
Actually, I was going to suggest that discount as well, but not only that, but because he had to wait. So cool. I'm glad you put that in there.
Yes, I knew. She already mentioned. Beverly woke up this morning and messaged me and said, "It's Black Friday. You know that, right? All appointments today get discounts."
It's supposed to say Beverly's Black Friday, but that's okay.
Here, let me fix this.
See, this is why I love working for CI Web Group. Jennifer almost says yes to everything. It's great.
Okay, I want to get this under. Okay, I'm going to move it to 12 because I want to get it under 2. Because on a 48, let me get my phone and figure out what that would. 29604. That's at 123. So 123 for the website plus and content. And then if we did, let me see what this is. So this is 2960 times 0.75 divided by 12. What did I just do? Not 12, 24. 2960 times 0.75 divided by 24 equals. Oh, shoot. What am I doing? I need to do that on 15. You already did it. 24 equals 4687. Okay, good job. CRM, refresh, hosting. So that is plus 46. That puts it at 146 plus 24 months, 2960 divided by 24. That's 123 plus 147. We're working this out. That's 270. Okay. Stop. Okay, I'm gonna take off Facebook. That's later. And I'm going to take off local listings. That's later. And 270. So if we just did one and we focused it on recruiting, that is okay. We're going to have to do that later. So I'm going to take off SEO for now.
What did that come to? Leave it on. Was it 336?
It's 336, but if you include the website in a payment plan for 24 months, then it puts it at that's another 140 something. So now you're at 4 something, 470 something. So we've got two different routes. If we were to take your website, which would be, this is website design, development, all the bells and whistles, plus 12 pages of custom content writing, which you need. If we were to take that, put it on a 24-month payment plan, and you got to have the CRM system. That's online scheduling system, your CRM, your backend database to manage all your inbound leads and opportunities. That's going to help huge from an operations standpoint. You would have hosting, maintenance, support, backups, and a refresh plan. So your website only lasts, you've got, 18 to 24 months before Google's going to make a ton of changes in between that time, but your life cycle for any website right now is about 18 to 24 months before you got to get into a new platform, make sure your technology is all updated, and then also you'll have a year to make changes, figure out what needs to happen in your site. So the way we do a refresh plan is we take 75% of your initial one-time investment, which yours is $1,500, and divide it by 24, which is $46.87, and you get a new website every 24 months. That's the easiest and least expensive way to get into a new site. Make sure you're always up to date with technology and that your investment is protected. If Google makes any major requirement changes or the website has any significant issues, a massive virus or malware or something that it's too difficult for us to fix, then we have to redesign and redevelop your website at any given time within that 24 months, regardless of how quickly or long that takes. So this is a good protection plan.
Okay.
So one route is we take $196.87 for your monthlies. And your website at the $29.60 divided by 24. And that is 123.33. Okay, so make sure nothing else is checked.
Now, what do I do? Just cancel the one website I have now, or?
Not yet. Not until we're ready to go live. So
Okay.
as soon as we're ready to go live, you would cancel it.
Because I think I paid yearly for that, so.
6.37. So that puts you at 320.20. Is that
Okay.
doable?
Yeah, that's doable.
Probably what you were paying for yearly was probably the hosting because you did the site, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm paying for hosting, yeah.
Yeah, it's usually hosting's not. It shouldn't ever be, over $100, something like that. So hopefully.
And I think I'm paying like $5 a month for something. I don't
Oh my
know.
goodness! Yeah. Well. Ooh.
One-time content. Okay, so basically we would
I think this is going to work out nicely, especially, since you said something about the manpower. And so by doing this in phases and then doing your SEO and driving traffic after your website gets built is probably smarter.
Yeah, right. Like I said, right now I got to get more manpower in here.
okay. Okay. So this is a good startup. This is step one. Get you into a new site. Go ahead.
Could we show Matt just a couple of sites
Yeah.
as well? I want to see what they look like because it's sort of like, okay, well, we went straight to this. We didn't show you a site, how cool they look. You might have seen them at the conference, so I don't know if you were able to see any of those.
I don't remember seeing any sites, no.
Okay. So for all our sites, it isn't, I'm showing you this one first because when he first started with us, it was a one-man show. It was just him, and his wife kind of helped in the background. So it doesn't matter to us the size of the business, the initial investment, none of that matters. Every website is going to look very, very professional, and the goal is to get you positioned online so that the hard work you're putting in to generate new leads and opportunities is easier to work, has a higher conversion rate, and it's easier for you to do business based on the work that you're already doing, the efforts. You're not making it, you don't have to say, we're working on our website. The website starts doing some of the heavy lifting as far as educating the consumer. We let the website help with online scheduling, to book appointments, to talk to you about things that they need. So you notice these are all 20-minute phone calls. And the customer can go into the site. This is integrated with your calendar. Choose from a time that you have available on your calendar and set up an appointment to talk to you in the future. So this will help slow down the random inbound calls and give consumers the ability to set time to have a conversation with you, and you, a little bit more organization as far as planning those calls so that you're not just playing the phone game constantly. Now, inside the sites, so every website is going to have some basic core things that we'll make sure are in the site. So first is you'll have a troubleshooting system. We actually just rebuilt it, so it's definitely more robust than it was. But when a consumer comes, they can choose from some real simple issues and the system's going to give them an idea of what some simple things they can do. So we're talking about turning on and off breakers, turning on and off the system, making sure it's on the power is set to on or fan or cool. We're not going to send them up into the attic, but if it does fix their problem, it's going to tell them, great, glad we could help. Feel free to use the site again, bookmark our website. So we want to keep them coming back. And if it doesn't fix their problem, then it's going to say schedule maintenance, and it's going to pull them back into the scheduling system. You'll also have an FAQ page. So that'll cover some of the things you may be having to answer right out of the gate. You'll have a terminology page. The good part about how the terminology system works is anytime a specific word is used from the terminology page anywhere throughout the site, it's going to highlight it and make sure that they have access to that they can see what the definition is.
Okay.
Other resources, we have actually, let me go here. We have a savings calculator. Which is a SARE calculator. We're working on building a BTU calculator. So right now, all we have is the SARE calculator. So it's going to help them compare what a higher efficiency system is compared to what they currently have. We usually like to tie these into a promotions page, apply for financing. So your conversation with the customer is more focused on value of a higher efficiency system, what the cost benefits are to their family, what kind of promotions are available, rebates, manufacturer rebates, energy rebates, tax credits, and then what kind of financing options you have.
Right now I'm working with Green Sky.
Okay. There is an application called Payzer, which I definitely recommend that you at least do
They're one of my next phone calls.
They are? Perfect. Okay.
I was in there at the Amana meeting too.
Okay. Good. Well, that makes it easy for us to integrate your financing system with the website.
Will they give him a discount if he mentions us?
I don't think there is really a fee for them.
Oh, well then that's good.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, I just have to pay for the swiper, and then they get their money from the percentage from my credit cards.
Correct.
Well, there you go. I just learned something different.
My customers love credit.
I learned something different. Good deal.
I do anywhere between 10 and 40,000 a month in credit cards.
Excellent. Let me close some of this stuff. I have way too much stuff open. So, so there's a ton of things we're going to need to grow into. Making sure you have a formal maintenance plan, important. Hopefully, if you're talking to Payzer, you guys, definitely discuss having a maintenance agreement that has some residual income capabilities. Eventually, we'll need to build out service area pages, and we'll be talking to you about an application called Nearby Now that helps you get reviews, and it builds your service areas content so that we can start optimizing the site for locations. For now, it'll just be a static page. So these guys, I believe they're in a static page. They haven't upgraded to Nearby Now yet. We will also making sure, at some point we need to talk about Google Plus, your Google Maps page, building your reviews, your social media. We'll need to expand your content so that you're covering more key phrases. But in the beginning, it doesn't matter. What we need to do is make sure you've got a website that is, more professionally looking visually, has content that's going to educate people and helps you get appointments booked, essentially. And then every quarter, or at least twice a year during your spring and fall, our guys are going to reach out to you. You're going to get an email from us that says, hey, it's time to schedule your quarterly strategy session. You know, if you can't do every quarter, at least try and set up, you know, semi-annually for spring and fall that you're getting together with us and having a conversation.
Okay.
Because we've got to keep you moving forward. So it's just step by step.
I think another one that we had was kind of a one-man show was Happy, right? You know, I love that website.
Yes, yes, yes. My internet is going so slow this morning.
Now, if I can afford to pay more than the minimum payment, that would speed things up, right?
Always, yeah. And you do, you know, as the business grows and you're able to do that, you always want to have a what's next mindset. When you get in a conversation, it's okay. You know, we did this step. What's next? We did this. What's next? And get to the point where we're always plugging the holes for all the missing things that we're not tackling, because we're not tackling a lot right now. You know, from social media, local listings, SEO, blogging, AdWords, video. There's so much to do that it's just a matter of picking the right thing and mastering it and then adding something new. And then you just keep doing more of what's working and get to a point where running the business is easy, building the business is easy, and you're just focused on where do you want to grow. And it takes time to get there. Not everybody makes it. You know, a lot of it is just mindset. You know, the digital space is it's highly competitive. Let me just glance at a couple phrases in your area and see what we're dealing with. That's not bad at all. There's only 71,000 pages in that drawer. So the way this works, when you get to the point where you want to focus on search engine optimization and you want to get ranked for primary key phrases. So if somebody's looking for furnace installation in a particular city, this number is going to give you the insights on how long it's going to take us to get you to page 1. So for every 100,000 pages in this drawer, it takes our team approximately 30 to 60 days to get you into a page 1 rank. Okay. So for example, this phrase is a low competition phrase. So your investment for this phrase would be $30 a month. And you would need to have at least 1 page of content, which is $80. That's blogging. And 1 to 2 articles that are geared towards backlinking, which, without getting too complex, the more backlinks your website has, the more popular Google believes you are. So that would be like $50. And you could expect to be investing that for 30 to 60 days before your phone rings. So it allows you, you know, it's very mathematical. If I change this to repair, see what we got. That's crazy. This is a really small town, I'm guessing.
3,300 people.
Okay. So in 30 days, you could be sitting on page 1 of Google for furnace repair in your city. Service, 30 days. Replacement, 30 days. Jeez. AC replacement, 30 days. 38,000, 47,000. So for the city you're physically located in, you could clean house. This is not difficult at all. This is crazy easy. AC service, nothing. There's 10,000 pages. We're used to just...
What's your population there? What is your population there?
As we said,
Like
3,300.
3,300 people in Canjerry.
This is what we're used to having to compete with, close to 1 million pages. So to get our client sitting in a page one, position one, we could work on that for 10 to 12 months. The city you're in, that's cake.
I'm so sorry for any competitors that you might have there.
Yeah, I mean, let me show you this one.
I know, not either, not really.
Gosh. So this is similar. This is one of our clients that's out in the Poughkeepsie Fishkill Beacon area. So one of his major focal points is oil to gas conversions. There's only 80,000 in the drawer. He owns position 1, 2, 3. If I change it to Beacon, let's see what he's at. Beacon, he owns position 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Poughkip. Oh, there. Gosh. Can never spell Poughkeepsie. Page 1, position 1.
Now, what about Fonda, New York? That's about 11 miles.
Spell it for me.
Fonda.
Fonda, 73,000. So same thing. 30, 60 days. These guys are the ones that are showing pretty regularly. Let me just grab this. See what they got going.
A. Johnson is probably my biggest competitor.
Okay, I'll pull them up too. And it's this one. Whoa. Yes, we fix it. Okay.
And then Mattice and Son, he's right across the river from me.
Which one is that?
Mattice and Son.
Tyson's son.
I think he was on the one that you did, Canjerry. I think it's MA. Right there, Palatine Bridge.
Where the heck is his website at? Does he have a website?
It's right there, Mattice and Son, plumber. I don't know if he has a website or not.
Oh, let me. Oh, you do not need to worry about this one. From a digital standpoint, he doesn't. All he's using is local listings. This is not a. I don't know what this is. This is not a real website. 29 Prime. This is like a personal profile. That's weird. So you don't have to worry about. Okay. This is a great goal. So this will show you, this is kind of a 60,000 foot view of, a handful of the things that are important. So this is giving you the grade. So this is 40, 53, and 90. This is showing you the things that are considered, which is your social metasphere. This is showing the number of likes on Facebook. This is Twitter. These are reviews, all very, very critical. Local listings, this is showing 3 of 70. Last update, so this is blogging. So Google cares about 3 things. Let's say you have everything perfect. Now Google cares about 3 things. It's, are you relevant? Meaning, do you have content specific to the exact consumer search, service, solution, and location? So AC repair, blank, AC service, AC installation, AC replacement, AC tune-up, AC maintenance, and so forth. And this is the frequency of new content going onto the site. Website speed is your load time. Video, whether the site's mobile friendly, if you're doing pay-per-click or AdWords. And then all of these things, this is now going to boil down to the search engine optimization, which is a combination of content writing, blogging, on-page optimization, which is the labeling and tagging of all the pages and posts and blogs inside the site, and off-page optimization, which is a collection of social media, reviews, local listings, and backlinking, which is building or writing content, posting it on third-party sites that backlink to the site. So all of those things combined, along with how long have you been online, how well is your website considered from a trust rank standpoint with Google, backlinks, volume, and amount of content. So you'll notice these guys are significantly far ahead. This one is, they've had this URL since 2004. They've been backlinking for a long time. They're doing a lot of content writing, and they've basically got almost everything going for them. But this is definitely doable. It just takes time to get there. We just have to keep adding all these missing pieces. You could absolutely compete with them. The biggest piece being is we need to identify key phrases that we have the ability to go.
There's no sense in sending somebody to a website that doesn't work, though.
Right. So we just fix that first. You're going to have a better looking website than they do.
Well, duh.
I hope so.
Yeah, significantly better.
So,
Whoever
payment,
that
how do we do this? We cut live check, or what do we do?
So what I'll do, I'm going to send you this proposal. Let me clear this. Oh, let me put the payment plan option on here real quick. So it says on here 10% fee, but I put a note in here that said no financing fee.
Okay.
So all you do is fill this out. You'll send it in. You'll get a call from our accounting department. Then you will go into it's a 5-day onboarding sequence. So you'll get a series of emails, and they will be asking you to fill out forms. It's all it is logins, passwords, us understanding, you submitting a form that says what your service areas are, what key phrases are important to you, basic branding and your interest from a website standpoint. You don't have, for those who have a real specific idea on what they want their website to look like, they spend a lot of time on it. If you don't and you trust us to just get it done, then you can just say that in the comments area. As soon as you fill those forms out, you'll get a call from Kathy Marshall, and you'll get an email that says schedule your project launch call. So during your project launch, you'll meet your project team. It's usually a 1 to 2 hour meeting. Yours will probably be closer to 1 to 1.5. They're going to review all your forms, double check and make sure all your logins and passwords work. they'll ask you a series of questions. They'll introduce you to your team. So you'll have a business analyst who'll be running the call. You'll have a project manager who's responsible for overseeing designers and developers and the content writers. And sometimes they'll bring in people from other departments. So you get to know who the SEO contacts are. So when you have questions about social or local, you'll at least know who those team members are or managers within the company. And then from there, they'll do your homepage design. Once you approve your homepage design, you move into development. And once you're in development, you go back to your business. Our guys take care of the rest. They'll be writing your content, building your website. And then by the time they're done, usually that's 16 to 20 days. They'll give you a call, ask you to review your site. You'll give feedback, and you're rocking and rolling. Then it's just a matter of going live with the website, and you're in production. You'll have a...
Matt, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jennifer.
Oh, you're good. So you'll have a link to our project management system, which is called Rike. They'll send you an invitation right out of the gate. And inside Rike, this is where all of the communication takes place regarding your project. So all of the questions, communications back and forth, it all happens in the system. It's really, really easy to use. You can write comments back and forth to the team. They will have a lot of tasks and so forth they're responsible for, so you'll have full visibility as to what's going on throughout the whole project. And
I was also going to add to that, Matt, that I'll send you my contact information. If you ever have any questions and you can't get it figured out on this, just call me and I'll make sure that I hook you up to the correct person so that you'll be covered on all ends.
Yeah, it's really...
Digitally speaking, I'm pretty easy. The only thing my company logo, I got to use that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm trying to build. I don't know what you guys think, but I kind of like the picture of my storefront too. But
I love it. I love it. We need a bigger version.
All right.
So we may have you go out there and snap a couple more photos for it. We just need a really clean, large picture of the storefront. I think that's important to have. Do you have your trucks wrapped?
No, I don't. That's, again, another thing that needs to be done, but I need to get some revenue coming in first.
Yeah, just anything that you need from a design standpoint, you please always ask us. We'll beat any quote or any price that you get for any design work. If you ever have somebody trying to call you and sell you on some kind of a marketing system or a business directory, always call and ask us or send us a message and ask us what the viability is of it. We've got so much experience, we can help you avoid a bunch of pitfalls.
Well, basically, I want to pay you to take care of this like my customers pay me to take care of their houses. I answer questions, ask me what I want, but I don't want to have to be elbow deep in it.
Easy enough. Easy enough. So yours is
anything that makes my life easier.
There you go. Well, you're with the right crew. Yeah, you're with the right crew.
So what are your thoughts, Matt? Are you ready to move forward, or because if you are,
I'm ready to move. I was actually ready to move before this phone call. I need to do something.
Okay, well, as soon as you get the little filled out, if you're going to fill those out today, I'm going to also contact Lorenzo in our financial department so he can kind of be looking for the document. And then that way, he'll either give you, today's Friday, going to be Friday afternoon, he'll either be calling you probably today or Monday, would you say, Jennifer? I would imagine.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, and then we can just, if you can get it filled out today, that would be awesome. And I can have him looking for it.
Okay. You're going to email it to me?
It's probably already there. Did you already send it, Jennifer?
Yep. You should already have it.
Just make sure it didn't go to his spam. You want to check while we're on the phone with you to make sure you got it?
Don's Electric and Plumbing Master HVAC Solution Web Design and Marketing Plan.
Bingo. That's it.
Okay, hold on a second. I just want to open it up, make sure everything opens up okay.
And as you just scroll to the bottom, you'll see those little fields that we were talking about to fill out. I think it's like credit card information and dates and phone numbers, your name, your URL, and that sort of thing.
So this is going on a credit card then?
You can do, yeah, you can do that.
Okay, because let me talk to my accounts payable individual, which happens to be my wife.
I love
You can actually do it either way, but it's kind of a pain that you probably don't want to be writing a check every month.
Well, what I'm thinking is if it's going on a credit card, I'm going to see what she thinks about just putting it all on there. And that, what'd you say, it's like 2,000 or something?
29 something for the website.
It was $29.60.
Right, because I might be able to speed this up going on a credit card, because then I can just make payments on the card.
Do you get airline miles?
That's what I was going to ask next. And if you get points, that's even better.
I'm all about the miles and points.
What I might do is just split it down into 2 payments, if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah, you're golden. Whatever you choose to do, Lorenzo will help you with that. And he's flexible, so it's totally up
Just
to you.
trying to figure out what it says. Okay, so this first page is just the agreement then, because I'm not seeing anything to fill in this agreement.
All you do is there should be a little button that says next. You just keep hitting next, and it'll bring you to the cell to fill out.
Okay. Okay, I will work on this.
Okay, easy.
Okay.
Thank
Well,
you.
if you think you're sending it today, I am going to go ahead and call Lorenzo. So is that coming in today then, Matt?
Unless something happens and I get called out of the office, I plan on working on it right now.
Okay.
All right, my friend. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you
We'll get
for trusting us.
really pretty. Okay. I'll send you my contact.
Not too dainty, okay? I'm not a very dainty person.
Well, how about handsome?
Hello, everyone. Mandeep here.
Hey, Mandeep. We're just talking to Matt. Mandeep and Matt. Did you guys meet at the event?
Yeah,
yes, I did.
I was just about to say, Matt, do you remember me?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
You're the guy with the hat.
Yes, yeah. Yes, I know. And congratulations once again that you were the only one who won the prize, right? $5,000 unit, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I won the Amana unit. Yep.
Amana unit. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he was the only one. So yeah,
I'm taking my discount off now. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So Mandeep, he's going to start off. We're just going to take care of the website first. And then after his website's live, we'll come back to conversations regarding SEO and marketing. So you guys make sure, you know, a month or so after he starts to schedule some time to visit about SEO strategies. Right now, his main goal, get the website done, make it gorgeous, and not gorgeous, make it masculine, good looking, and then
striking.
Actually, functional is more important than looking.
Yeah. There we go.
I agree.
And then he's focused on hiring. He's got to get some staff in the door before we start doing any kind of lead generation activities.
Yeah, if we could get something on my website so I could get, I don't know, like applications or something on the website so I can start getting some people in here for employees, that would be great.
Yeah, absolutely. We can build a form for that.
All righty then. Well, I'm going to get busy. I'm going to send you my contact information, and I'll let Lorenzo know that unless you get called out, a document's coming his way.
Okay, sounds good. I thank you guys for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Talk to you later.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Mandeep, I'll be right back.